In a little over a month, the lives of millions of Afghans have changed drastically. Those who managed to escape the Taliban rule ushered in a new chapter of their lives. But the ones left behind are struggling with the Taliban in power. They are living as refugees in their own homeland. Here's a report.
It's been almost 50 days since the Taliban took complete control over Afghanistan, and a month since all foreign forces left Kabul. Liberal promises made by the Taliban already seem to have faded away. The Taliban has brought back strict punishments. Public executions have begun. Women have been told to stay home and cover up. For those who could not escape before August 31st, life is back to what it was in 2001. All their hopes have been dashed. Some, however, still attempted to escape the misery at home. Thousands of Afghans tried to flee through the country's southern border with Pakistan. All their attempts failed. They were stopped by the Taliban.
Every day, 8,000 to 9,000 people try to cross the border without having the necessary papers and are turned back. And those who have documents, around 7,000 to 8,000, can enter Pakistan, most of whom are residents of the border neighborhood. People of Spin Boldak have documents. They go in the morning and return in the evening.
With the comeback of Taliban, the number of people crossing the border increased slowly, not immediately. People were facing hardships in other provinces which have border with Pakistan. Borders were closed. Most of them come to the side because they do not face much difficulty here.
Take a look at these scenes in Kabul. A small protest by 6 women demanding that their right to education be restored was aborted. They were pushed and dispersed with gunfire. Journalists covering the protest were also threatened.
These women didn't get the authorization from security authorities for this protest. We stop your workers from working because you are now covering illegal protests, and that means that you are disturbing our inner security affairs.
But the ones who managed to escape the rule of terror are looking at a new life, one filled with hope. Farzana Mohammadi is one such Afghan refugee. She says going to school or attending college would have been a distant dream back home under the Taliban rule.
She's saying she likes freedom. That's why she's not wearing this scarf.
When the Taliban come over there in Afghanistan, my life is
messed up.
Yeah, messed up, and I can't go to my college studying, and I can't go to my basketball. It's so hard for me.
Like Farzana, many other Afghan refugees live at a Wisconsin Army post. Here, they are being housed as they wait for their new lives in America to really begin. Nasir served as a translator and was in fear of his family's safety in Afghanistan. Now he's in the United States, living without any fear.
There was no guarantee for my family future in Afghanistan. Now I hope for the good future of my family in America. But my brothers always try to help me, and he is ready right now to help me as a brother, you know. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I will have a good future for my family here, like for my kids.
These are camps at the Rhine Ordnance Barracks in Germany. As a part of Operation Allies Welcome, Afghan evacuees, especially children, are being taught English as a second language to prepare them for their future.
We knew there was an interest in having English, and we knew there was a need. So with that, we just kind of ran with it. We had no idea how many kids that were going to be interested, how many families would let their children come to this, but every day it's been more and more and more. There is a very strong emotional connection knowing that these people in this journey that they're on, that the Glenn family has been able to support them from 2 different continents, and we're going to keep supporting them until they go on to their next step.
Afghan refugees who have lived in Pakistan for decades are pessimistic about their economic prospects in Afghanistan after the Taliban takeover.
The Taliban have come to Afghanistan and there is good security. But if there are no jobs, then what will I do there? We are safe in our homes and we stayed due to having jobs working as laborers. But we have been struggling to stay here for some time.
Since the Taliban took over, foreign aid has dried up, poverty and hunger have spiraled, and tens of thousands of Afghans live as refugees in their homeland. More than $1 billion in aid has been pledged for Afghanistan, after the United Nations warned of a looming catastrophe. Bureau Report, WION World is One.